Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another edition of DMV News Now, formerly known as Don Hammond's Arlington Weekly News. Thanks for joining us. I'm Craig Nolan.
And I'm Valerie Young. Great to be here today, guys.
Absolutely, and I'm Daniel Pineda.
And here we go with our second spring edition for spring of 2026. And we hope our fellow Americans up there in Endeavor, is it Endeavor? Artemis, I'm sorry.
Take 5.
Artemis 2 and the Orion space capsule are on their way safely.
That's great. Yeah.
To splash down in the Pacific. Well,
yes.
Here we go with the first of our news items. Virginia will become the first state in the nation to implement, that is, what's known as ISA, or the Intelligent Speed Assistance Program. This new law was designed for reckless drivers convicted of speeds in excess of 100 miles per hour. Judges can mandate GPS-enabled speed limiting trackers in personal vehicles. This will serve as an alternative to having your license suspended. Another purpose for the new program is to reduce the number of speed-related crashes as well as reduce jail terms. The trackers inside the vehicles will be able to detect speed limits that the vehicles will be in and then prevent them from exceeding the speed limit, though a small margin of error is to be expected. Judges will order the devices to be installed for a specific number of days, on average about 60 days to 6 months. The offender will be responsible for the cost involved in having the device installed in their vehicle. The law was initially passed in 2025, but the Commonwealth saw in that year over 25,000 speed-related crashes, as well as some 400 fatalities.
Time to slow down, right, Craig?
Slow down.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
More cameras ahead, I guess, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to be speeding out here, I can
Absolutely,
tell you
yes.
One of you guys is next.
Valerie.
I got
It
this.
must be Here's Valerie.
I got this, and this is a very interesting story. Due to a $400 million backlog, Fairfax County schools are considering selling the naming rights to their school facilities. Once the plan is approved, it would apply to a wide range of facilities, including football stadiums, athletic fields, basketball gymnasiums, and aquatic centers. According to school officials, the district is struggling to keep up with the rising costs over renovations, construction, and basic maintenance. The proceeds of the sale are expected to free up any funds going towards the classrooms and investing in students. Some residents show support while others remain skeptical. Meanwhile, the school board will vote on the proposal. If it is approved, the superintendent will put together a detailed plan by July. Very interesting story.
Absolutely, a lot of planning going ahead, right?
Absolutely, Daniel.
Well, the U.S. Department of Education has announced plans to relocate from its headquarters at the Lyndon B. Johnson building. The new location will be at a much smaller place at 500 D Street Southwest. This area was previously occupied by an annex of the U.S. Agency for International Development, also known as USAID. The Department of Energy, DOE, will then move out of its location at the James V. Forrestal building and into the Lyndon B. Johnson building. The move is expected to reduce the Education Department's physical footprint by about 80%. The LBJ building is currently 70% vacant due to massive layoffs over the past year. The move is also expected to save hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars, as well as reduce the federal education bureaucracy in Washington, D.C. The target date for the relocation is August of 2026. Craig.
Well, we've got some, in case you were wondering, we've got some sporting news now.
Yes.
And sporting news for you. DC United has lended, they've sent him out for a while, Richie Amon to Loudoun United FC, and he'll be there for a while. He'll be going to Loudoun United FC, as we mentioned, in the United Soccer League USL Championship through the end of the 2026 Major League season. Despite this change, the club is still able to recall Amon at any point during the season if they need him. Amon was a pre-signed senior and signed a 2-year contract through June of 27 with options for the next 3 seasons. The 21-year-old attended the University of Washington from 22 to 25, and during this time there, he scored 8 goals and recorded 23 assists in 81 game appearances. He was named a semifinalist for the Mac Herman Trophy. He also helped the Huskies, the Washington Huskies, to win their first ever NCAA title as a champion. They were NCAA champions under his reign. That's something.
Yeah, that is something.
So Amon will be back, I guess, but he's on loan for a while.
We have some World Cup soccer this summer, some more soccer news probably.
World Cup.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Will it ever go away?
Every 4 years, Craig, it's here.
It's coming back.
It's coming back.
All right, sorry, Valerie.
Well, Craig, I think you'll enjoy this story because 2026 has gotten off to a great start for the Washington Nationals. They won their first road opening day since 2018 against the Chicago Cubs. The team also has new leadership and has a new focus on youth development. They said they have some standout performances early in the season, which left some room to manage their previous pitching setbacks. And one of their setbacks included one in which Josiah Gray had an injury which disrupted the starting rotation planning. Mike Mikolas was then selected as a starter for the early part of the season. The team has high hopes for top prospects such as Dylan Cruz. Meanwhile, Blake Butara has become the 5th manager in Nationals history to win his inaugural opening day game. So, hey, that's a positive.
Yes, incredible. He's only 33 years old, and
yeah.
Certainly doing hopefully some magic
Absolutely.
this season.
Well,
And
despite the fact that they're in the cellar of the NLE East,
don't remind us, Craig.
Don't
it's
remind
early.
us.
It's early in the season. There's still time, and they'll get it together.
And DC Defenders have their first opening game April the 11th, so please watch and support local DC teams. Well, it's a celebratory time for the Virginia women's team, swimming and diving team over at UVA. They have recently won their 6th consecutive NCAA championship with 589 points. The team has officially made history with the event. Through the guidance of their coach, Todd DeSorbo, the team has performed at a top-tier level with record breakers such as Gretchen Walsh and Kate Douglas. They have continued to break world records with their 50-meter butterfly and their 20-meter individual medley. Their NCAA title now has the team dominating the competition. The men's team isn't too far behind either when it comes to success. They recently received a $2.2 million donation towards swimming scholarships. Team member Maximus Williamson won the first individual NCAA title for the men's team in 15 years in 2026. Incredible. So a lot of prospects coming ahead for 2026, Craig.
2.2 million. That'll buy
That's a
some
lot of money.
Speedos, man. That'll buy a lot of Speedos, right?
Yes.
Caps and goggles. All right. Thanks, Daniel. Okay, well, in case you were getting weary of all this news copy here, we're going to take a little break now. So you're up for a break, and our excellent team of videographers and photographers are out looking around at springtime in DMV, and here's what they saw. Take a look.
Hello, and welcome to the DMV in springtime. Spring in the DMV isn't just about the scenery. It's the season when the region's calendar truly comes alive with a whirlwind of festivals and outdoor adventures. Whether you're flying a kite under the shadow of the Washington Monument, exploring a bustling street fair in College Park, or sipping local vintages at a historic Virginia estate, there is an unmistakable buzz that pulls everyone outdoors. Around the World Embassy Tour. Experience traveling around the world through food, art, dance, fashion, and music of different countries. Around the World Embassy Tour is an event that takes place annually in the district. It is also known as the signature event of Passport DC, a month-long celebration of international culture held every May. Each embassy showcases its country's heritage, and you can sample or purchase authentic international foods and drinks. Past events include sari wrapping lessons, petting alpacas, karate demonstrations, and robotics displays. You can pick up a physical souvenir passport with stamps inside of each country that you were able to visit. Here is a list of all of the countries expected to participate at this year's event. This event is free and open to the public. No tickets or reservations required for general admissions. Embassies are located along Embassy Row, Massachusetts Avenue Northwest, and International Drive. The lines for the more popular embassies are very long, so it is recommended to arrive early. Around the World Embassy Tour is scheduled for Saturday, May 2nd from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Flower Mart. The year 2026 will mark the 87th anniversary of Flower Mart in Washington, D.C. Ever since 1936, the Washington National Cathedral Gardens has hosted this colorful event. A favorite for all ages, the All Hallows Guild's Antique Carousel is a rare historic treasure. Built around 1890, it is one of only 2 surviving models from the U.S. Merry-Go-Round Corporation. Since purchasing it in 1963, the Guild has remained dedicated to the ongoing restoration of this local icon. Beyond the carousel, Flower Mart features a dedicated children's area packed with carnival rides and games. You can pick up tickets for all attractions at the centrally located ticket booth right inside the kids section. Flower Mart is also the perfect destination for Mother's Day, graduations, or a treat for yourself. Located in the center of the cathedral's front lawn, our flower district features a premium selection of garden plants, herbs, bonsai, and orchids, along with cut blooms in unique containers. While you're here, explore treasures in the White Elephant tent, browse children's stories in the book tent, and shop over 65 boutique booths. Plus, our expert cathedral horticulture staff will be on hand all day to answer your gardening questions. Since 2006, Washington's embassies and their floral designers have created stunning displays in the National Cathedral's nave, celebrating each nation's unique cultural and natural heritage. These breathtaking arrangements are open to the public throughout Flower Mart. Admission is free, so be sure to bring your camera. Throughout Flower Mart, enjoy a diverse lineup of singers, dancers, musicians, and choral groups on our main stage. Performances take place right in front of the cathedral, or inside if it rains, so the show goes on regardless of the weather. Join us in celebrating the sporting and historic gardens of the Washington National Cathedral. Flower Mart is a community effort that relies on the dedication of hundreds of volunteers and the generosity of our donors. Since 1939, your support has allowed us to share this beloved tradition with Washingtonians and visitors alike. This event takes place on Friday, May 1st from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Washington National Cathedral, and Saturday, May 2nd from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information on this event, visit allhallowsguild.org/programs/flower-mart. M3 Rock Festival. Get ready to rock. The M3 Rock Festival returns to the DMV this spring for its 17th year of 80s arena anthems and hair metal. Join the party on Saturday, May 2nd of 2026 at Columbia's legendary Meriwether Post Pavilion. Doors open at 11:30 a.m. and the music starts blasting at noon. This year's massive lineup includes the following: Although the main event is a single-day festival this year, fans have the chance to extend the celebration through VIP events at the nearby Meriwether Lake House Hotel. The schedule includes a VIP kickoff party with Quiet Riot on Friday, May 1st, and a VIP after party on Saturday night featuring Steven Adler of Guns N' Roses fame. VIP packages and general admission tickets are available for purchase via Ticketmaster. For more information on this event, visit m3rockfest.com/tickets. Games at Audi Field. Audi Field is bustling with a diverse lineup of professional sports this spring, featuring DC United, the Washington Spirit, and the DC Defenders. Whether you're looking for soccer or spring football, the stadium's 2026 schedule offers several high-profile home matches throughout April and May. The soccer season is in full swing with both Major League Soccer, MLS, and National Women's Soccer League, and WSL matches. Mark your calendars for Orlando City on April 25th and Chicago Fire on May 13th. Plus, there's a big U.S. Open Cup match against One Knoxville coming up on April 15th. Over in the NWSL, or the National Women's Soccer League, the Washington Spirit are hosting Kansas City, Racing Louisville, and Seattle Reign throughout April and May. This season, they're really leveling up the fan experience with light shows and the debut of the Spirit Crew entertainment team. Audi Field is located at 100 Potomac Avenue Southwest, Washington, D.C., 2000-0024. For more information on this event, visit washington.org/things-to-do this May in Washington, D.C. The National Memorial Day Concert. On Saturday, May 24th, the West Lawn of the U.S. Capitol will host the National Memorial Day Concert from 8 to 9:30 p.m. This free annual tradition serves as a national memorial service to honor our veterans and military families. It's a moving evening that brings their stories to life through live music, dramatic readings, and documentary footage. This year marks the 37th anniversary of this incredible tradition. While we're still waiting on the full celebrity lineup, the evening is traditionally led by actors and veteran advocates Gary Sinise and Joe Mantegna. Providing the soundtrack for the night is the National Symphony Orchestra, joined by elite military groups like the U.S. Army Herald Trumpets and the U.S. Navy Band Sea Chanters. As mentioned earlier, the event is free and open to the public. No tickets required. Gates usually open at 5 p.m. A full dress rehearsal, which is also free and open to the public, and often less crowded, at the same time on the previous day, May 23rd. Public transportation is highly recommended via the Federal Center Southwest Station, that's the orange and blue lines, or the Union Station, the red lines, due to extensive road closures. If you are unable to make it to the National Mall for this event, you can watch the live broadcast on PBS or stream it via the PBS YouTube channel. For more information on this event, visit www.pbs.org/National Memorial Day Concert. Thank you so much for joining us on Springtime in the DMV. Now back to the DMV News Now.
All right, we're back, and we hope you enjoyed that virtual tour, a snippet of all the great things that are going on here in Washington, the cherry blossom time in our nation's capital. All right, for some entertainment news now. Coming up here, DMV Arts and Education are focusing on updating standards, expanding access, and brightening career paths. Some of the key updates include reviews for K through 12 fine arts standards, arts education for pre-K through graduation, and new initiatives for music education access. At the Virginia Department of Education, Virginia Fine Arts Standard Review may be evaluating grade school learning that is, but it is also open to receiving inputs from parents, students, and teachers alike. The DC Public Schools are working towards weekly arts instruction for elementary students and semester classes for middle school students and arts credits for high schoolers. Students attending the Duke Ellington School of Arts will have the opportunity to experience rigorous academics as well as a pre-professional arts training, equity, and justice in education. It has always been the goal for Virginia Education Association. Rural student populations from diverse backgrounds will have more support under this organization. Prince George's County Public Schools have more efforts on the way for arts-related career pathways. These efforts will include teacher recruitment within the area. News now from the Trump Kennedy Center.
Yes, thanks, Craig. Well, the Trump Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts has announced some Tony Award-winning musicals for the 2026 season. All summer long, the hits will keep coming with a plethora of musical extravaganza pieces. The month of June begins with 10-time Tony Award-winning musical Moulin Rouge, the musical. This popular event is returning to the theater and will run June 16th through July 5th. And in the month of July, they'll have Back to the Future beginning July 7th through the 19th. They'll have Miss Doubtfire from July 14th through August 2nd, and The Outsiders running from July 28th through August 16th. Family audiences will also enjoy an all-new theatrical show starring the character Bluey, and my little niece, she loves Bluey. She loves Bluey. It will start on June 24th and run through July 5th. Productions for the Broadway Center Stage series will be announced at a later date. Subscriptions are available by calling 202-416-8500, weekdays between the hours of 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. You can also visit the Kennedy Center website at kennedycenter.org. They got some great shows coming up.
Absolutely, and Mrs. Doubtfire, come on.
Oh,
We
yeah.
can't miss
You
that
can't
one.
miss that
July
one. You
14th,
can't.
I believe you said, yeah.
And Bluey.
And Bluey.
And Bluey as
Don't
well.
forget about Bluey.
Your niece's
Bluey
favorite.
will be happy to know that she is part of a plethora. Thank you for laughing at my jokes. Right,
On cue.
you're up next. David.
Okay, well, Project Low will be returning to Washington, D.C. for its 5th year. The festival revolves around a blend of world-class electronic acts, immersive art installations, and surely enough, in a dynamic sense of community. The popular 2-day music and arts festival is a collaboration between Insomniac, the producers of the Electric Daisy Carnival, and Club Glow, a well-known D.C. event promoter. The festival first debuted back in 2022. This event celebrates over 20 years of dance music culture from the Mid-Atlantic region. The location will be at 2400 East Capitol Street, Southeast in Washington, D.C. at the RFK Festival grounds. 3 different stages will be used at the event, including Eternal, Pulse, and the Secret Garden. Food vendors and interactive photo opportunities are also to be expected. The groundbreaking festival will take place on May 30th and the 31st of 2026. So a lot going on. Food vendors, right? Your
Food
favorite.
vendors.
Oh, that's
Can't
your
have a
favorite
festival
right
without food vendors.
Yes.
Taco truck.
Taco Tuesday.
Taco truck, Taco Tuesday. Every Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Okay, well, that's about it. We've come to another end of our extravaganza here. Thanks for watching.
Thank you so
Thanks to all of our crew. Thanks to the folks here at Falls Church Community Television for letting us use this beautiful facility,
Yes.
and to our camera people in the studio here, and our Michelle and our tech crew in the control room. We appreciate your efforts, and we're doing the best we can out here, and maybe we're even getting better at it. We'll see. So we'll try it again next time. Thanks for watching, and
you.
join us again next time for another edition of DMV News Now.
Thank you.
Thank you.